Well, it feels a bit like 2016 in some countries because the populist revolt is really happening in many parts of Europe. And if you believe the opinion polls, it's certainly happening in America as well, perhaps to a lesser extent in our country. But in Germany, there really have been some remarkable events over the course of the last few days, predominantly led by farmers. And that's because the government's proposing cutting subsidies on their diesel. And this has led to extraordinary protests. I mean, in Munich alone, 5,500 tractors went in to the centre of the city. I was told earlier on today the A2, which is the busiest motorway in Europe, was blocked for some period of time. Well, to sort of try and get some sense of how big this is and what it all means, I'm joined by a member, Alternative for Deutschland, member of the European Parliament, Joachim Cause, who joins me down the line. Joachim, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yes, good evening, Nigel. It's good to see you, and we miss you in the European Parliament.
Well, thank you. I mean, I know the European Parliament misses me, but apart from the fine company of some members, I've got to tell you, I don't particularly miss it. But please give.
I know.
Please give us, because actually, traditional media in Britain are not giving much coverage of the situation in Germany. Give us some idea of how widespread this farmers' protest has been and who else has joined in.
Okay, thank you, Nigel, to be here. This is a good day for Germany because it's the first time since 50 years the Germans are waking up and they are going to the streets, which is normally not usual in Germany.
No.
But today is really good because in all cities of Germany, in all big cities, in small cities, on the crossroads, on the autobahns, everywhere, they are coming with their tractors, their big machines, and they are blocking the circulation and so on. But it's all peaceful. That's very important. It's peaceful, and it's a protest who will ring will ring a new thing for Germany, hopefully a new future for Germany.
Well, many are saying, of course, that these protests are playing into the hands of the much feared far right, which, of course, is how the AfD is always characterised in Germany and in the United Kingdom. But there is something remarkable. The last opinion poll that I saw had your party on about 23% of the vote, and the governing party of Chancellor Scholz on about 14%. So as we look ahead, Joachim, as we look ahead to 2024, and obviously you're going to put your case, and I get that, but we've got European elections, but there are also some quite significant provincial elections coming up in Germany too, aren't there?
That's right. We have 3 very important provincial elections in Thuringia, in Saxony, and in Brandenburg. And in all 3 countries, the AfD is leading in the polls with a big difference to the next party, and that's really a strange thing. And because we are still growing, in former times, it was normal that the government could bring us into the far right wing, and said, "Oh, the AfD is unconstitutional, and it's a danger for Germany," and so on.
Yeah.
But the people are no longer believing that, and now the farmers show that the protests are on the same line as our protests we did in the last 5 or 10 years, since beginning. And now the farmers which are very reliable and very pleasurable for all the population in Germany. The farmers is the heart, of our country. When the farmers don't exist and don't produce food, we get hungry, and therefore we need them, and everybody knows it. Only the government doesn't know it.
Wow.
They didn't. They are stupid to do this cuts in for the farmers.
I can't even.
Because in winter the farmers have time and they can go to the street, and therefore it's so stupid to do it in winter. But
I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine the beginning of the asparagus season in Germany without the farmers and their produce. I know what a huge cultural thing it is. Joachim Kors, thank you very much indeed for joining us.